Welcome to Greater Good Radio Hawaii, where leaders inspire leaders. Greater Good Radio Hawaii is dedicated to social entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Evan Leong, and with me is my co-host, Carrie Leong.
Mahalo, Evan. Today's guest is Bert Kobayashi, retired principal of the Kobayashi Group. He was formerly the CEO of Albert C. Kobayashi Inc., which is the largest local construction company in Hawaii. Bert has over 38 years of contracting experience and 32 years as a developer. Some recent developments include Hokua at Ala Moana, Kukio Beach Resort in Kona, and Kulamalu in Pukalani, Maui. Please welcome to Greater Good Radio, Bert Kobayashi. So welcome to our show, Bert.
Thank you very much.
You're currently retired,
Yes.
and you turned over the business to your children. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I think they're very capable of doing what I'm doing, but I think they're doing it on the next level. I'm very proud of them. They will do a good job in the future.
Were you worried or what?
Not really, because I worked with two of my sons, Patrick and BJ. Patrick came in the business in 1993, and BJ came in 1997 when he finished law school at Georgetown.
And was this part of your plan to have the children be a part of your business when they were ready?
Not really. But my wife Susan and I basically would give the children the opportunity to do whatever they wanted to do. Patrick, I knew before he went to college that he was going to work with me. But BJ was undecisive until maybe his senior year at law school. And he felt that law was great, but he didn't want to go into practice, and maybe he wanted to do some type of development.
And did they approach you about this, or did you kind of question them on a daily basis, how their feelings changed about joining the family business?
Well, Patrick and I knew Patrick since he was high school, he was going to work with us. But BJ basically, off and on, since he was in college and going to law school, that he was thinking, what if he worked for a company instead of going to into practice? And I said, well, it's up to him.
So what's the difference then between Kobayashi Group and Albert C. Kobayashi Inc.?
Albert C. Kobayashi Inc. Is a construction company, and they don't do development. Kobayashi Groups basically do development work where they hire the architect, engineers, the contractors, and buy the land and stuff like that.
So why did you guys do it as two separate companies? Was it better that way, or is a progression?
Because in a construction company, most of the time you need bonding, and without bonding, you cannot get projects. So basically, the insurance company frowned on you doing development while you're doing construction. A lot of people in the mailing does it, but if you're doing bigger jobs, they prefer you be liquid. So you have to keep their assets separate from the development assets.
And how did you get into this industry?
Well, when I was 7th, 8th grade already, my father decided to start a construction business, because when I was like 4 or 5 years old, he had a difficult time getting a job as a carpenter, especially when the only job was basically in military. And because of his ethnic background, Japanese and the war and everything, they're very difficult to get projects. So after when I was 5 or 6 years old, he started to he sold the company. The family station wagon, bought one truck, and that's how he started his company.
And then how did he get business then?
Well, he was doing subcontractors for some of the bigger local companies, and then that's how he started his business. And he was very, small during the first 5-6 years. And I remember him working during the day and coming home and working on the plans and estimating during the night. And my brothers and I, when we were 7, 8, 9 grade, we started helping him by, cleaning the house, picking up rubbish, picking up nails, lumber and stuff like that. So basically, all summer we worked for him. So we knew not the business end, but actually how the construction was being made, And when I was first year in college, then my dad got sick. The doctor told me he's going to be in the hospital for at least 6 months. So he asked me, can I take over? I said, okay. But I did. It was very difficult for 3 years. Very difficult. But knock on wood, that's how I started my business when I was 19 years old.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.